Can we do one? What I mean by that is it memory on the phone, you know. 18 seconds. We'll see how long it goes. You know what? I listen to Rage Against the Machine right now. Wake Up. You know, it's about the murder of John F. Kennedy. You know, Wake Up. That guy was like, he should have come out now. You know, what we experience now. You know, he's like 30 years before his time, pretty much. Um, but that's what I grew up with when they come up, as I told you before, like 13, 14 years old or something. But still, I hold that as the best um, debut album in rock of all time. Yeah. We can show you some other pictures if it was boring. There I would like to live, but that's a private island. That's Mexico. I wouldn't mind living there either. That boat, I wouldn't mind either sitting at. Anyway, there's so much stuff from United States, you know, and it's like because there was two world wars in Europe. That's why, you know. But it's gonna change, you know. I don't know when, but it will change, you know. If nothing else happens, you know. And then we have Asia, you know. Oof, 1 billion people, you know. My dad has talked about Asia for at least 10 years, you know. I was like, who gives a shit about Asians and blah blah, dude. They can change your mind so quickly through television and media. So all of a sudden, you're gonna listen to Chinese artists. You know, that's how crazy it is. You know, even though I like band from well, I would say 90% of the band in from United States are from California. Rage, Metallica, uh, yeah, well, you know, New York. There's a band from New York I liked. Not really. Not really, no. I can't say that, no. I mean, Ramones were okay, but it's not a band that I listen to, you know. And from the South, yeah, Panthera, they were from Texas, right? Texas, yeah. Texas, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Rednecks. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I've never been there, so I only been to California, so and 90% of the bands are from California, so pretty much Metallica, as I said, Rage. What do you have more? I lived there for 5, 6 years, so heard a lot of bands. Manson, he was from Florida, I think, right? He moved around a lot, but I think he was from Florida, of all places. He doesn't belong in Florida. I don't know where he belongs, but Certainly not Florida. But what else do you have? You had this Leonard Skinner. They were from yeah, from the south somewhere, right? Right, right or wrong. I don't know what state, but I know they were more from the south. They were not from LA in a way. But it's also like a band that I listened to a couple of songs, you know. So, um, what else do you have? Bob Dylan. He was from. He also moved around. He was in the north for a while. I know. Hendrix. He was from Seattle. I think, right? And then he moved to New York, and they found him in a club, and then got him to England. That's the official story in a way. You know, who knows? You know, this is long before my time, so before I was born, but that's what I read. And then the Doors, one of my favorite bands of all time, also Los Angeles, but I don't think the Doors were organic. I think they were actually. I'm just gonna stop now. In a second. I think they were put together. You know, it's too strange. Um, Raymond Sarek. He was a organist. My friend. He's like plays organ, but an organist, that's like above like somebody that plays for like in the church and stuff like that. So that's not a loser. And all of a sudden, Morrison met him, and one of the best drummers in the world, and the guitarist, all of a sudden, I don't know, man. I mean, uh, it's one of my favorite bands, but I doubt that they are organic. Any bands that are on that level, you have to realize there's songwriters and producers and stuff around them that you know uh, give them riffs and tips and advice, and because it's a multi-billion industry. Metallica, didn't we go through this? I don't think it was organic either. um, how the fuck did they get Cliff Burton? How the fuck did they get Cliff Burton to join Metallica when they were completely unfamous? They didn't have a fucking record deal, and all of a sudden, hey Cliff, yeah, do you want to join our band? Yeah, yeah, one of the best bass players of all time. Yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. The lyric seems too advanced for them, but still, they're very good. Uh, Did they write all their songs? I don't know. I have no idea. Who can prove it? Who can disprove it? We weren't there, right? But one thing is for sure: Beatles uh, didn't write their own music. They sang it, and it were at least in the later states, the first albums they played, but later it was pre-recorded, and they went out and just sang it. So that when I heard that, I started to think about the other bands as well. Uh, but Metallica is Metallica. You know, there's who who could do that if we're talking about now, like the late 80s, early 90s. I haven't seen anybody. Yeah, Machine Head, Sepultura got a little close. Panthera, no, no, I don't think so. It was a different kind of style, I think. They were good, but and Phil Anselmo's lyrics are fucking weird, man. I don't understand what he sings about, like most of the time, to be honest with you. So, um, Sepultura I like more, much more, because they don't like play around. Their lyrics are like bang. They say what they want to say. I mean, now we're talking about like Sepultura with Max Cavalera, right? I haven't listened to the new. Yeah, I tried one time to listen to the new Sepultura album, but it doesn't work. You know, anything new I hear is very rare that it works. It's very very rare. Uh, the last song